Y'all seem like you're losing your energy just a little bit. It's less than 1 hour left. You can do it. You ever see those movies where folks are lost in the wilderness? And it just feels like no more, I can't take one more step. And then they get to this point on a mountain or a hill where they can actually see where they're headed. They see a city or something. And all of a sudden they start running towards it. Now before they had no energy left, nothing left at all. But now that they could see, now that they have the vision of where they're going, they start running even harder. Even if they've got miles to run, because now they know exactly where they're going. And so we've got less than 1 hour left, and we're going to direct and shape you so you know exactly where you're going. That is a reason to get excited. Truly a reason to get excited about where we're headed. I'm so excited about Prepaid Legal. There are so many incredible trainers. We have a talented group of people with Prepaid Legal. Would you agree? I mean, a talented group of people. Just if you can write this on your piece of paper, this is something I was taught a long time ago that really assisted me in building a successful business. You draw a circle, a big circle, and you divide it in thirds. And in one of the thirds, you would put a dollar sign for money. In the second third, you would put the product for our services that we provide. In the third, or the last slice of pie, you would put you. Now, would you all agree that we all have the same product? We all use Kroll Worldwide or Kroll Background America. If you live in California, you use the same firm. So if someone else made six figures in California, you can too with that firm. If you're in Maryland where I live, we all use the same firm. You know how I know? Because if you go to an open house, it's the same location as the one I went to. That's how I know. It's the same one. So we can't say, well, it's the law firms. You can't blame the law firm. We all use the same one. Am I right about that? Use the same one as other residents of your state or province. You can't say it's the money because we all have the same compensation plan. Now, if you live in New Jersey, your compensation plan is the same as someone else who may make more than you in New Jersey. Am I right about that? And so, again, we can't blame it on the money. Prepaid Legal this year will close out with about 50 new ring earners in 2005. That simply means that someone this year, if you average it out, has been blessed with making $100,000 every week. Now find a company that will come into your office and every week say, it's your turn. Next week, your turn. Next week, that's a company I want to be a part of. You get this? Listen, what if we just went through the rafters? What if we went to the person who was at the top and just picked out every person that says, next week, yours, the next week in November, yours, and just went around? Would that be an exciting company to be a part of? That's what we're doing. Why do we doubt then? Why do we doubt? We doubt because of the you. It's the you factor. And the you factor sometimes is shaped by external factors. For an example, I went to Africa. We were blessed to go to Africa this last August. And my first trip to Africa, an incredible trip, except the 21-hour airplane ride. But what I noticed there, because some things are different. And I noticed in this one fishing village that an older gentleman was holding a hand of a younger gentleman. Now, the older gentleman, I would say, was about 50 or so. And the younger gentleman was maybe in his 20s. They were coming back from a fishing trip, excited, talking to each other, holding hands. And one of the gentlemen who we were with said that they were father and son. And it almost brought tears to my eyes because the external factors, in other words, socially, it is not accepted that we do that in our country. You see, I have a 15-year-old son. He's a teenager. He needs my love. He needs my affection. He needs to know that dad still cares about him as much as I did when he was 4. However, it is not accepted because of external factors that I show the same love and intimacy with my 15-year-old son as I can show with my 4-year-old son or 5-year-old son. You see, my 5-year-old son can jump on my lap and he can kiss me right in the cheek and we can hug and it will be accepted. But if I walk down the street with my 50-year-old holding hands and we're talking, it is not accepted. But it's not that I don't love my 15-year-old any more or any less than I did when he was 4 or 5. But how come I can't show it?